The euro strengthened after a weekend news report that said the ECB was weighing a plan to buy government bonds if yields moved above a certain level relative to German debt. CME Group is planning to launch a London-based derivatives exchange. I'm Lindsey Bell, and the morning call starts right now.
Good morning, I'm Scott Redler, Chief Strategic Officer of T3Live.com.
And I'm Lindsey Bell with The Street, and together we bring you the Morning Call Express. This week's going to be a light week as far as economic data is concerned, but we have some high-profile meetings in Europe, and of course the Fed minutes coming out later this week. Scott, what are you watching?
I think we've had 6 weeks of really good action. The last 2 weeks you saw a lot of our go-to names just start to loosen up. So at this particular point, I'm watching the old highs in April. The old highs is about 1422. Typically when you get there, sometimes you push through and extend, sometimes you push through and fail. I think everyone's looking for a good excuse for a rest, and these stocks have gone a long way. So I'm going to look at the levels. You look real quickly here. I'm looking at 2 trends. First trend, the macro trend since the lows, not even in jeopardy. You've been following this thing since June 4th. You're doing really well. Then you have this accelerated trend. This is one that momentum traders like me have been following ever since, what was this, August 3rd. You've had a spirited move through the high end of the range, and then here we are. 1422 is the highs in April, and I think overall a lot to like. It just depends on what time frame you're looking at.
Some of the stocks that have had good runs are the high beta tech names, so we'll take a look at a few of them. Apple hit a new high on Friday. Now it's trading above its April highs. Do you own this going into this week?
I do own it, and I've probably had it about the last 3 weeks every day except for maybe 1 or 2. I have it in my swing account and my cash flow account. So what I'm going to do here is, I think the last tactical buy was when it went above 644, which was the previous 52-week high. Great trade Friday. I took it home both spots. I already sold actually a little bit above 650 this morning. So I'm probably going to flatten out in my cash flow account, but I'm going to keep it as a swing long. You look at the chart here, the stock looks unbelievable. Ever since the miss on earnings above this 580, it's just been a stair step higher, above high. So at this particular point, you have a pivot, which is 648, which is Friday's high. I think swing traders will stay with this as long as it stays above the old high of 644. If it comes back below it, then we'll figure out what dip to buy, but the highs in Apple are not in for this year. I think we can see 700 plus.
Okay, Google too, they hit a new high on Friday as well. It's been an impressive comeback with the quarter. So what do you do here? You look for more consolidation? I
think as a trader, you look for setups. As an investor, if you're in it, you hold it.
Okay.
The last macro point was 620 to buy, 645. Now we're like 677. I think at some point in the next 12 months, the historic high of 747 gets tested. So macro investors stay intact. Cash flow guys, just wait for tight patterns. It's a tiny bit extended right here.
Amazon's also a few points away from its all-time high.
Amazon doesn't have as much power. Last week we started buying at 235, 238. If it holds above there, I do think it can make a run. That's where guys on an intermediate level will be watching. But overall, macro-wise, stock looks good. Same story, a lot of different sectors, a lot of different stocks. The equity investing arena is working if you look at it. Also, as a trader, you can't be upset about the action in August.
Yeah, it's definitely important, I think, to take some gains when you see them in stocks like this. Stephanie Link was taking gains in Broadcom last week. She still likes stock, it's core holding, but took some gains. Prudent.
You trade them and you trail them. That's what I say. And every bear out there is saying, oh, the bulls are going to get theirs. But they can't get you if you book some profits and it's in your bank account. Unless they're going to hold you up with a gun, I don't see how they're going to get you. So trade them, trail them, stay with the rally, don't fight it, but don't fall asleep behind the wheel.
Well, that's the message for today and going into this week. Check in for the long-form version later.
Hello, everybody. My name is Pete Renzulli, Chief Marketing Officer of T3Live.com. I'm really excited about introducing you to and inviting you to the first T3 Live Active Trader Summit. There's going to be a ton of great content, but the number one reason you want to come is you want to be able to network and associate with other like-minded people who have a burning desire to learn how to be a trader. So I'm going to ask you to make a trade. Trade one Saturday for some of your time to come down and learn strategies, tactics, techniques, and put some faces to the people that you see in the virtual trading floor in T3 Live, and learn to take your trading bigger. Learn how to be a better trader than you are now. Learn the strategies. It's going to be a lot of fun. Go to T3Live.com and register. If you would like to join us at the post-event cocktail reception, you can also upgrade to either premium or VIP. That's up to you, but either way, please take advantage of the general admission, 2 free tickets. Come down and expect to have a great time.